December 7, 1941. Japan launches a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, destroying battleships, killing over 2,400 people, then dragging US into World War II. But why did this happen? Was Japan just looking for a fight? The answer is way more complicated. Let's break it down. Imagine trying to run a powerful company, but you don't have enough fuel. That was Japan's problem. In the early 1900s, Japan was growing fast industrially and militarily, but it had big issue. It lacked the natural resources. So Japan invaded and took over parts of Southeast Asia to secure oil, rubber, and metal. But US and other countries weren't really happy about Japan's aggression expansion, especially its invasion of China. In response to Japan's action, the US hit back, but not with bombs, but with economy sanctions. They cut off Japan's oil supply, froze Japanese assets, and stopped trading key materials. Since then, Japan imported 80% of its oil from the US. This was a huge problem. Japan had only two choices: to back down or to find another way to secure resources. But what they decided was on war. Japan believed war with the US was inevitable. So instead of waiting for an attack, they decided to strike first and cripple the US fleet at Pearl Harbor. The goal? Destroy US battleships and aircraft carriers so that Japan could take over more territory without interference. On December 7, 1941, over 350 Japanese aircraft attacked Pearl Harbor in two waves, sinking or severely damaging 19 ships and destroying over 300 planes. But Japan had one big mistake. Japan hoped that the US would be too weak to fight back or would negotiate, but instead the attack only infuriated America. The very next day, the US declared war on Japan. 4 days later, Germany and Italy declared war on the US. Now, America was fully in World War II. Over the next 4 years, the US rebuilt its fleet, fought across the Pacific, and then in 1945, Japan surrendered after atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This is why diplomacy, negotiation, and cooperation matter. If history has taught us anything, it's that when countries stop talking and start fighting, the consequences can be devastating. Let's learn from the past so we don't repeat it.